Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry with
JayArr.
We're from BoLS Holes, and today we're taking a look at the Index Xenos Ynnari. Now this is from the White Dwarf for this month.
Yep.
A lot of folks have seen the rules already, JayArr.
They have.
But we haven't really seen the rest of the stuff in this index.
We haven't seen it in context, and when you take a look at what's there...
This is like a 30-page article, essentially.
Yeah.
This is a little mini deck.
It is like a mini and written out codex. So it's got the lore.
Yeah.
You know, it's got all of the history and all of the like little call outs and
actually the Eldari prophecy that's here, that goes all the way back to one of the other box sets with the Death Watch that escapes me right now. The name escapes me, but that's a call out to that whole thing even before the fall of Cadia.
Yep.
We talk about the Crone Swords here, which is another Eldari legend.
Exactly.
So there's just a lot of really good lore in here, and there's several pages dedicated to it.
And like in any codex, you get your page or couple pages on each of the units in the army. Now, of course, the Ynnari right now only have 3 unique units, so there's only 3 pages of that. But they each get
the
Incarn, but they all get a write-up. And then you get... Does this timeline look familiar to you?
I mean, exactly. They get a timeline. If you have flipped through a recent codex, then you know you're going to get the timeline section, and they have that, which is really cool.
It's pretty cool.
Now the Ynnari, they don't have a super long timeline because they're still relatively new.
They're super new. It starts from when Eldred decided that he was going to pull a scheme, and it ends with Ivrain resurrecting Guilliman and turning him into an Ynnari.
Yeah. Yes, that's what happened.
That's how I choose to interpret it. No, it ends with her like resurrecting him, and then it doesn't say any more about that, which is interesting because it seems to me like if you were gonna maybe later on release more of these guys, that'd be a good way to set it up and not sell everything.
And again, it's a really big section on just the lore from the White Dwarf,
because it goes from like
10 pages
at least.
Yeah, so 24 to 38, so 14 pages
of lore.
Yeah, up to the actual rules section.
You get a look at the new army rules,
Yeah, if you didn't know already, the Strength and Breath Soul Burst ability changed pretty dramatically. They no longer get the extra actions when something dies. They now get to strike first, and if they already have an ability that lets them strike first, they get +1 hit.
Yeah.
So very, very different Ynnari.
Super different.
They also have changed up how their keywords work, which is also objectively makes them worse.
It does.
But it does actually bring them more in line with the rest of the game.
It does.
So as much as players may dislike it, a majority of players do like it. So it's more balanced.
Exactly.
We also, of course, just like a codex,
you get the new data sheets.
Data sheets for
all their units.
Visarch, and Incarn, and then points in Wargear, too.
Exactly.
Now, we're not going to go over their rules because they haven't changed too much.
Nope.
But here's some new stuff. Stratagems.
There are 2 pages of stratagem. You get...
which is a lot if you consider it's really only 3 models.
You get 17 stratagems for those 3. Well, and all of the other ones that have the Ynnari Codex. So that's one of the big new changes is everyone becomes Ynnari instead of what they used to be. So
so there might only be 3 unique models, but you can, again, the keyword system, you can bring in other Eldari stuff from Craft World Eldars and Drukhari. They become Ynnari, and then you can use
these. And as we've seen, there are a few like familiar faces, like Fire and Fade is there, as is the Great Enemy and the Webway Ambush and all of that stuff. It's just this is the Ynnari version specifically of it.
Yeah.
Then you also get...
They also have their own warlord traits. There's 6 warlord traits to choose from. So if you are taking Ynnari characters that aren't Ivrain the Visarch or the Incarn, you can also give them warlord traits, which is very handy.
You also get the Revenant Discipline, which is a full 6 power log,
6 warlord traits, 6 new powers, exactly.
Including stuff like Word of the Phoenix, which can either bring a dude back to life.
The name characters do have fixed traits, by the way. Psychic powers again, it's pretty. It's just like a real codex. They even have the relics. There are 6 relics to go from.
There are 6 tactical objectives.
Yeah.
And then you get the full write-up of all the art, the paint schemes, the color schemes.
I do want to show this off a bit just because this is all new stuff for Ynnari. So just like a codex where it's got the color spreads and painting tips, all of these things are new for Ynnari. So some of these are takes on classic color schemes that have been updated, but you can see that as we go through. Here's the paint section. Like here's the models.
You can see where a lot of them have taken those
Yep.
color schemes and put them into play.
But you can see here's the for example the Void Riders of they've got the Phoenix symbol, and their color scheme's kind of this red dominant color with a cream secondary, and then the green is like the tertiary color.
Of course, you gotta have that magic green stuff. That's how you know it's magic.
Yeah.
And then we have also look at some painting tips, like how you handle all of the fiddly, elegant details of Ynnari models.
Right, and again, this is technically a paint splatter article, but it kind of all ties together. This is something you would see in a codex.
Yeah, exactly.
And
this is exactly what you would see in a codex.
How to paint the big stuff. And that's pretty much...
That's where it ends.
Yeah. So, in our opinion, this little index, this White Dwarf, and again, this ends on page 57. Yeah, started at page 24.
So that's
33 pages. Yeah. That's essentially a mini dex.
Yeah, this is the biggest one of these we've seen.
Yeah.
It's kind of exciting because the Ynnari have needed some adjusting.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that if GW wanted to, with just a couple of new Ynnari specific troops or something, they could crank out a full army or something.
They basically have the blueprint for an entire Ynnari, faction. This essentially makes them a fourth faction.
Exactly.
But they have the blueprint already done. Honestly, what we here at BoLS would have liked to have seen is that entire section in a pamphlet type thing, because they've done it in previous White Dwarfs where they had entire sections that were just like a pull-out pamphlet. That it was basically a magazine inside the magazine. We would have loved to have seen that in here.
That would be super great.
It would have been super easy to carry around.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't have to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the White Dwarf and everything, but it would have been a lot easier to just have that as a separate book entirely. But that's pretty much it.
But if you're looking to play the Ynnari, you don't want to miss this month's White Dwarf.
That's right, May 2019. Mark that one. Go pick it up if you're playing Ynnari. I'm AdamHarry.
I'm JayArr.
We're from BoLS Souls.
Thanks for watching.
Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.